following episode contains explicit content. You've been warned.
And I just feel this, I feel this sharp pain right here. I look down, and she has
latched on?
Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing? And she lets go, and I was like, don't do that shit. And I lean over to give her a finger, and I'll be goddamn, she didn't bite me again. And this time she relaxed on, and I was like, hey, damn. Like beating her head.
Everybody wants to be something they're not and have shit they ain't got.
So welcome to Brain Snacks with Jackson Max, everyone. Today we have a very special, beautiful guest with us today, Mr. Darren Knight.
What's up? How are y'all?
AKA Southern Mama, for those of you. But comedian extraordinaire now.
Yeah, it's really taken off.
I know.
I mean, it started out with like, I'm such a big fan, and then it was like, my mom's such a big fan, and I've graduated to like, my grandmother is such a huge fan, but...
Well, I mean,
it's good. It's an aging process.
With a couple million views on YouTube, yeah. I mean, there's a couple people that pay attention to what you do.
It's just a few.
It's just
you got me beat. So when did that go? So, okay, before you went viral.
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up in the area where we're at. So Gadsden area?
Yeah, South Side, right across the bridge.
Okay.
So I'm liking this podcast because I'm just going to right across the river. Mom's already cooking.
Oh shit!
Yeah. No,
okay.
she's whipping it up in the kitchen. So
that's
an easy decision for me.
So he's got the sweet tea. By the way, he makes his own sweet tea. Yeah.
You got to make your own sweet tea.
So when did I talked to you about this personally? Again, way at your birthday party with which the Pygmies played. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
But you haven't been a comedian that long, and this is just kind of something you stumbled into, right?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I started doing the little videos. I was just kind of kidding around. And we've been doing it for a minute now. I mean, we're working on our 8th year for touring. So
epic.
Sweet.
I thought this one might be, we started touring in 16. And the character was about a year older than when we started touring. We started touring July of 2016. So yeah, I just was kind of thinking one hit wonder kind of thing, just, knock it out, have that little 15 minutes of fame. I'm thinking a year, maybe 2. So it's been a while, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. I just fell into it. I worked a regular, job. I was in loss prevention. So I caught shoplifters.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. I went from catching shoplifters to telling jokes on stage. So.
Again, slinging shoes to playing bass now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
We talked about that today, and somebody was like, do you wish you look at that more as a job? I was like, no, as a career. I did that for 9 years, and I think it got me to where I was going to be. It taught me a lot of things and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, everybody's got a plan, and that's always going to change.
Oh yeah. So awesome. And how do you like being on the road? Because you were on the road a lot. Our paths cross pretty regularly.
They do, and I like it, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm kind of a homebody, if I'm being perfectly honest with you about it. When I say homebody, I mean, like, I'm usually zipping around the Tri-County area, I mean, I got folks that they out 30-minute drive from the Gadsden community to my house down the road in Talladega County, such a long way, but I know can probably relate. Anything from Montgomery to Huntsville and from Birmingham to Bremen, Georgia is pretty much just the one area. But
yeah,
I do though on the road. Because I think we live in a very, tech savvy world now. So, you get on the road and you're looking at the Snapchats and the Instagrams and everybody's doing their thing back home. So I miss being back home a lot, but because the road can be lonely, I think you can, understand that.
Oh yeah.
But I like it. I mean, it's fun. You get to really meet some really cool people. And now we've been doing this so long now.
Case in point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met Jackson had it not been for this. Dustin, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing with Andrew.
We got people now that when we go to towns or different states and stuff, we'll stay like this last trip to Kentucky when we ran into you guys. We stayed at this. There's an estate up there. This lady owns these businesses and had plenty of room in the house. So we actually stayed with her when we did the Lexington and Louisville show. So
nice,
sweet.
Yeah, you meet some cool people. That's the best part about it, I think.
So you got to tell these guys about your house.
It's an old house, And when I started doing this, I didn't know, again, how long it was going to last. And I didn't want to go back into retail, loss prevention. So I wanted to invest in something that I could make money with. So I bought this old plantation house. I was kind of weird about it. It's a lot bigger. I don't have a wife and kids or any of that business. So I was a little on the fence about it, but I'm really glad that I did. I like to kayak. There's a huge creek in the back. We have a kayaking service out there. We have weddings.
That's sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah. So when COVID happened, we, like most entertainers, we stayed at home for 9 months. So I went hoping to open the kayaking business up a little earlier. So between that and the weddings, it really helped our, hold our head afloat. So I love it.
That's really that's smart.
It's an old house. It's a lot.
So many
because
animals.
everybody rents a damn barn now.
Yeah.
How many
for
peacocks
weddings,
do you have at your house?
We have like 7.
7
running around.
peacocks. Yeah. Well, there's one. The one Snow White one.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
At his house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
He has pigs, he has
it's a
sheeps.
white. It's a
He has
white
snow-
peacock.
Again,
It's not there anymore.
Oh,
God, you had to bring it up and you just kept
I
talking about it.
did not mean.
I
to.
ran over him. It was a horrible thing.
Oh my god.
He ran right into the car. It was Easter Sunday. I was like, really?
Was it?
This was we're getting another one though. But he was so sad. Yeah, he is not there anymore.
He was obviously sad. I mean, that sounds like a suicide.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah.
run.
I mean, he was.
Just saying. Yeah, a suicidal peacock on your hands, man.
It is so hot in the studio.
That is.
I
tragic.
felt so bad, y'all. And I got to my mom's and I was like, she's like, why are you running late? And I was like, oh, I killed the bird.
Oh man.
She's like, which one? And I was like, I killed that peacock, that white one. But we have other ones. So it's okay.
Keep it going. I'm gonna turn the AC on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we live in Alabama.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's not.
The heater on in the morning.
We have to run the AC down here in Alabama in December. So yeah, you can relate.
I woke up. It was 60 degrees in the house.
This is that time of year you have to dress like an Alaskan when you walk out in the mornings, and you have to be ready to look like you're going to the beach.
Oh yeah.
By 3. So
Yep.
yeah, it's that time of year.
Okay, so we've established that you're a comedian. You love
Yeah.
what you do. Before we get into some maybe controversial topics,
Okay.
you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Sure, yeah, it's just any platform basically. I don't really do the Twitter thing, but Facebook, Instagram.
Nobody does Twitter anymore.
Do they not
Twitter's
do-
just
See,
a
I
fucking
thought I was out of the
cesspool.
loop. I opened up a Twitter one time, like that was like 6 phones ago.
Mhm.
I never even. But anyway, yeah, no, Facebook, Twitter. I'm sorry, Facebook, Instagram. We're on the Snapper Chatters.
Snapper Chatters, TikTok.
We gotta have Snapchat. Yeah, we're on TikTok too. TikTok's, I think, is gonna be the next big thing. Facebook's really monetized our viewership and our growth, and so we're moving a lot over the TikTok deal.
Got you.
Yeah.
Website?
Yeah, comediandarrenknight.com. Mm-hmm.
Darren Knight, aka Southern Mama.
Check us out.
Also,
And if you come to a show, buy the tickets on the Facebook page or online through our website. Some of the theaters
don't do Ticketmaster.
well, they're $35.
Ticketmaster, you don't want to
We
pay the
do.
extra $40.
Well, we
in
work
fees with Ticketmaster.
We work through them sometimes, but that's my phone. I'm sorry. We
okay.
work through them sometimes.
Grab it, man. Grab it.
I'm just gonna turn it off.
We're being cool.
I didn't want it to interrupt later on.
It's
But,
fine. I got up to turn on the AC. We're good.
yeah, but I had what were we talking about? TikTok?
TikTok, but no, Ticketmaster.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the thing about it is like online. If we do like the Singer Theater or something like that, our tickets are like between $25 $35. But if you buy them online through like the theater, they can be up to like $200. It's like a legal ticket gouging thing. So,
Yeah, that's what Ticketmaster is known for now.
you'd love to come to a show.
Okay, so again, if you're in the area, look up Darren Knight.
Yeah,
Definitely go check out one of his shows. You tour all over the country right now, right?
we do. We've been from Nebraska to Arizona and all the way up to Connecticut, and
That's
Canada.
dope.
Whoa,
That's dope.
sweet.
It's fun.
I just have the same trek back and forth to Texas. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
That's awesome.
So, conservative comedian.
yeah. I think that
How's
people
that?
should have to work to get their money. I mean,
You don't want to just give stuff away?
I'm not a big fan of that.
Stuff is free. Stuff's supposed to be free.
Unfortunately, a lot of things are now. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just think we're creating like this kind of, lazy type society. I mean, I think some things, should be free, but things that are free, they're, shouldn't be free. I think it's weird that you can get a COVID shot, but they'll let you die if you need some,
Insulin.
insulin. That's right.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, do you think, now this is going to get banned from YouTube. Did you think the election was stolen?
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody does.
I think the argument that I make is that you can't say that there was absolutely no widespread vote tampering.
Yeah, I mean, how many presidents do you know that where people were like doing boat parades in their local lakes?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Come on.
Yeah. Well, and Joe Biden like didn't campaign hardly at all. He was in
State
his
of
basement.
Delaware.
Yeah. And he got the most votes of any president in history.
I think what we're seeing now is it's such a slap in our face that it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, when you control the media, you control the narrative. When you control the narrative, you can brainwash the majority of people that aren't paying attention because they're so busy trying to work just to pay their bills.
Yeah. Well, that's what they want. They want you to strap down that, you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, and you're constantly working all the time, and you're doing the best that you can do. Meanwhile, they're washing their money through another country on a war that we just, we
don't fucking need.
Oh, so you got opinions on Ukraine?
No, they've been washing money since it started. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And that's one of the things. Hold on, I was gonna get a look at that.
Some of these things I don't know. I'm not in board meetings with the president when they're talking about Ukraine, and I'm not in certain places. But some of the some of these things that happen after these actions are taken, carried out,
Up on the
pretty obvious.
But you're like a regular person who like has a brain, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can figure a lot of these things out. I mean, some of the ramifications that we've suffered from simple decisions that a lot of the American people, I don't think, would have concurred when they were trying to be decided, that didn't have a voice in the beginning. We didn't even want the person that's calling himself the commander-in-chief to be said commander-in-chief. So
I think it all boils down to just people want to be left alone, and the majority of people that have been silent about it are finally opening their mouths and talking about how they are just not happy with the system or with the current administration or with the previous administration. And now you're being demonized if you have an opinion. I mean, you've been demonized if you've had an opinion forever, and both sides do it. But at the same time, it's all about arguing semantics. Just because you think that you have the best idea does not mean that you should silence your opposing views. That does not make for a very for a very critical thinking society if you silence dissenting opinions.
Right.
Well, I think that a lot of things of what they're doing now that they want to pass off as being good is really like they're like spinning it, kind of like what you said, that we want you to have a voice, but you can't say this. We want you to do this, but you can't unless you're doing it like we want you to do it. So people are going to get tired of that.
Oh yeah.
But the problem with what we have, I think, in today's society is we live in a generation where there's just a lot of wimps. We're raising them every day, and
wimp, man.
No, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we just get pushed to the point to where, by the time it's time to do something, it's too late, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I
don't
know, man.
It's the cancel culture has pushed everybody to the point where everyone's scared to say something.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Well, see, that's what got me in this position that I'm in with Facebook right now. With our growth that we were having with that platform, we should easily well be over 7 million followers right now on that page. And we've had comedians that's worked with us that, their following us went up. It was funny when we went to, we did a show in Hazard County, Tennessee, the Hazard Festival or whatever. And, we get up there and we literally stopped at the same restaurant we had stopped at 2 years before to go up there and eat. Well, anyway, we got up there and we posted it, and there's a really good restaurant, Sugar Ribs, up there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We had to go there. And this time last year, we posted that picture, like, oh man, you got to eat there. It's like 35,000 likes, something like that. It's just an example. And a year later, I think we ended up with like 500 or 600 likes on that same, the following didn't diminish, the limitation of who can see it did. And because I was saying things on there during the election and stuff that I was like, hey man, this isn't right. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. So,
well, I think, I agree with a lot of your sentiment that they will throttle your content, but I think it's because of a different reason. I think it has nothing to do with your political ideologies, because they just want people to stay on Facebook. So they don't care if you're like, they publicly will say they don't want you to be a conservative. They want you to be woke as fuck, but that's not what they really want. They just want your fucking money.
They want your attention.
Because they've done the same thing.
Well, then why do they restrict me then? Why do you think they did?
They've done the same thing to the Velcro Pygmies. They've done the same thing to this podcast. I have access. I'm supposed to have access to like 76,000 people with the Velcro Pygmies fan base. You know how many people actually see my content?
Yeah.
Any of the Pygmies content, whether it's me or Cameron or anybody else in the band.
Well, because the things that Cam says on the stage, with the promotion of your veterans, and the promotion of the red, white, and blue, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, he's a patriot for sure.
You don't have to just say, if you just say those things, you don't have to post them. Yeah. They know that following, and anything that you say, like, oh man, if you guys post a picture of y'all getting ready for the show or after, like, man, we loved you guys and so, very patriotic. We love that. All that flags. These are words that's going to flag in that. Yeah. So I think that, I think that does have a lot to do with getting,
So you think it is a conspiracy?
110%. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's a known fact. Okay. Look, let me tell you, I went out to, John, my producer, went out to California, and we were getting pitched for this really cool sitcom thing. And I swear, I'm not making this, the first thing that John comes into the board meeting and sits down and is like, hey, how are y'all doing? These people in California, if that's what you want to call them, as soon as he sat down, they did, hey, how are you? Get some lemonade, none of this shit. He sat down and he's like, before we go any further, your guy, is he a mega supporter? We didn't even know what the fuck that was at the time.
What'd you say?
MAGA supporter, whatever. I even asked John when he told me, I said, what are we talking about? What is that? He's like, the MAGA, the Make America Great Again. And I was like, okay. And what happened then? He's like, man, I don't know. I just kind of told him that, I think that Darren's, and basically just kind of fed them something that they wanted to hear but didn't want to hear. And we didn't get a call back.
Yeah.
I said, you need to be honest with him, because I'm going to tell you, if you don't tell him that, I will when I get out there, and I'm not going to have to go all the way to California to do it. I'll do it to the goddamn phone. I'm not going to drive or do a Zoom,
Yeah.
So people know where you stand. And that's why there's been a lot of things that have came our way that I don't qualify for because I shouldn't have said GD. Mom's going to see it, get mad, but
Sorry, Mom.
it just pisses me off. Because you're not all of a sudden no matter how many people like you, you're not in a bracket that fits the agenda. And
yeah. You don't fit into that woke box.
That's been the beautiful thing about social media is that the people get to choose who they, for a long time, man, you had to go to Nashville, hope you run into the right person, hope the right person sees you. And for a lot of people, it worked out, and then it turned into like a money game. And it was, if you're related to so-and-so and this and that and the other.
Yes.
And it was such a club, it was, and then all of a sudden social media come out, and I think it did something that they were planning on, but they weren't planning on in the sense that it let people decide who they like.
Yeah.
It let people decide, man, I like this guy's voice.
Yes.
Man, I like this guy's attitude, or girls or whatever, and that was a really great thing.
And then they figured out how to.
Well, but they're slowly but surely creeping and trying to figure out how they can throw the bumpers up.
Well, they're doing the same thing to social media that they've done with Hollywood. If you don't fit a certain criteria, then you get monetized, or your page will get deleted, or you'll do whatever. If you don't go by the standards or whatever, and it's just not with Facebook. It's all the platforms. That's why
podcasting is big right now. Because now all the people, all the traditional media, they're all trying to move into podcasting, and they're bringing the same business model that they had that is failing. They're trying to apply that to podcasting now.
Well, stations are getting big. Podcasting's getting big. You got people that are buying radio stations, and getting back into that, and a lot of municipalities or tri-county areas, they're getting more licenses to open up. People are buying these stations.
Really?
And the reason why is because you have more freedom of speech. Of course you have your regulations and things you can
FCC crap.
But but you have more of a voice on. It's crazy how things is going full circle.
Yeah, but I just highly doubt that it's going to be successful for like these big companies to come in and try to take over these like guerrilla art forms. You know what I mean? Like podcasting. Like I feel, or like what you did whenever you just got your phone out and just start recording yourself. Like there's nobody, no suit telling you what you should say or not say. And I think they're trying to come in and like have celebrities do it and have all this so they can have their tentacles in the messaging. You know what I mean?
Well, eventually they'll have it on and everything. You can film whatever you want to with your phone, but if you can't put it nowhere.
Yeah. Well, that's my thoughts on that. The reason that the big media companies that have the money will do a little bit better in the beginning is because they have the money to push the advertising. They have the advertising to promote. They have the money to promote whatever they're doing.
Right.
And also they can do it at a higher level of quality than, again, Brain Snacks with Jackson Max. But somebody like Mr. Darren right here, which we were just talking about, you got your phone and you want to know how we do some of this stuff, and I'll be happy to get you set up with a mobile rig.
Yeah, I got to get me a studio at the house. I got to get it all set up. I want to.
It is super easy once you understand the basic fundamentals of. Again, we have 2 key lights in here. We have some backlighting just to separate the background. Once you understand the basic concepts, it's super simple.
So you guys film like a season of shows in like a week or something? Or is this something you try to do
We usually do 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah. We'll do a series. We'll do 2 series when we're in studio. And we wanted to do that only, but because of my time constraints, his time constraints, and their time constraints, because they both run videography and photography companies.
Okay.
Because of our time constraints, there were like 6 months where we couldn't get together in the same room. So Jackson and myself started doing the remote podcasting thing.
I think you're doing a really good thing. I think that anytime, this is a lot of work. I know that a lot of the viewers probably can't see everything that's in here and stuff, but it takes a lot of time. And I think that what you're doing with no matter just getting your voice out there and trying, that's how it all starts. This has come from someone that was in a single wide trailer with his, with his flip phone
yeah.
out doing his thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, it starts somewhere. So I think that's
Got
great.
to, man.
Well, again, also started this podcast because we were sick of seeing all the negativity constantly. So
Yeah.
be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
And with some dick and fart jokes in there too.
There you go. You can, that keeps it going.
Yeah, well, I mean, we try not to take ourselves too seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and we actually we try to keep ourselves from going because we had a couple of episodes where it was like super serial.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
It gets that way.
serial.
Yeah.
We do that on the radio station every morning. Like, well, we're getting out there, we're laughing, I got little funny topics to talk about, but you can spiral into some of this, but I think that's good too. It lets people know that you're not a robot. You should touch base on some certain, and that was the whole deal with, and not to go backwards, but with what we were talking about with Facebook and social media, and yes, I'm a comedian, but I got thoughts and feelings too, and then when.
Wait, you're a real person? With real
it's
with
crazy.
actual feelings?
It's crazy. I know. I don't.
I thought you were just Southern Mama.
No.
You are more than just this.
I'm not a
this
robot,
character?
and I don't drink blood. It's crazy. I know, and I have my
come
own
on.
thoughts.
I mean,
know.
I've seen him drink blood,
Yeah,
but
no,
he doesn't just drink blood.
That's what blood of children.
I mean, again, I was at your house. I've seen it.
I can't see in that cup.
You did not see a cage full of kids in the garage. Okay, that just got creepy.
No.
Oh my God, let me tell you.
No, technically, I didn't.
Have
see
y'all
anything.
been watching the? Have y'all been watching the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff?
Yes, I've seen the entirety of it.
I have too.
That kid can act.
Yeah, he can. I watched the entire, and then I never even knew who. I've heard of Jeffrey Dahmer, but I didn't. Whatever. Anyway, I went and watched the old documentary on him. I watched the entire series, and then they just released the tapes, the real tapes
Yeah.
of everything. Watched that last night for 3 episodes, 3 hours of my life. I'm a Jeffrey Dahmer expert, and listen, my freezer went out yesterday. I opened up the door, letting the ice melt, getting all the stuff out. I get back from dinner last night. It smells like someone has killed and drug in yes. And I was like, oh my God. So then I was like, oh, what does that smell like? So I go in there. Now all the bags of the beef are in airtight seal bags, but the deer meat, our family we harvest deer meat. It's really good. Anyway, they're in paper bags.
How dare you?
I know. They're in paper bag or paper wrappings from the processor or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can smell this. This is coming out. This scent's coming out. So I get in there, I was like, oh crap, and the garbage man's coming tomorrow. So I get in there and I'm throwing all these, and I was like, it's atrocious. And then I put it all in this giant bag, and I'm dragging these bags out the door, and I get them on the golf cart, and I drive them all the way to the end of the driveway, and I'm dragging them over to the trash can, and I get them in the trash can, and I drag the trash can to the road, and I was like, it stinks. And here's Mr. Man Bung dragging like this stinking rotten meat all the way to the road. And I was like, that Jeffrey Dahmer, I mean, he must have been a real strong son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
In a fucking
he worked out.
In an apartment.
He worked out.
Yes. And with the acids and I was like, I mean, 5 minutes, I threw up on my poodle. It was just like, get out of the way. It was horrible. I couldn't imagine doing that for a time.
Yeah.
So just so you know, that wasn't actually bodies that Mr. Knight was disposing
just,
of.
If you happen to see him,
Yeah, if you happen to drive by my house, it smells like a rotten carcass. That's dude, $1,500 of beef, whole half cow went ruined.
Oh man,
I was pissed.
shit.
Wait, when did you get it for $1,500? Because the price is going up now.
I bought a whole half cow. Stockdale Farms down the road from me. They raise their own cattle and sell them. So
Shout out to Stockdale Farms.
Yeah, Stockdale Farms are really good. We just me and some other families were on the little list. They'll call us and
Okay.
That's nice.
that's the way to do it, man.
That's very nice. That's
Yeah.
fresh.
Oh yeah. And I'll so when it comes in, I'll get what I want out of it. And then I'll send a box to Daddy and Ellen, and I'll send a box to my sister and her husband, and my mom and dad. I'm like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Remember this shit, even though it's September. Remember this.
Smart.
It works
Smart.
out, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anything else that really just gets under your skin that you want to vent about? Because I'm enjoying some of this ranting that you've been doing.
I mean,
I don't know how much of it you actually incorporate into your show.
No, it's pretty happy. I mean, I try to, they didn't come there to hear me like, gripe or whatever. But I mean, everybody's got their gripes. No, I'm a pretty happy person. I don't know, man.
Well, I know. The last time I talked to you,
Yeah.
that there were some rumors. There's always rumors about you.
Yeah, always.
So
I wake up every day to something that I've done.
Yeah.
So that's always fun.
Well, I mean, if you don't remember going to bed, how do you know you didn't do it?
That's true, because that's happened before. Apparently, I bought a car in Auburn and wrecked it the other day, and I bought an island.
Whoa.
You bought an island.
I bought an island off the coast of Florida.
Damn.
I know.
Can the pygmies
Nice.
play that?
I don't know, man. I haven't even been there, but rumor has it.
That is yours.
So the rumor mill is pretty strong.
Rumor was really strong, man.
Okay.
In a way, that's kind of cool. Because you might can do something like, oh, this is not one of those crazy rumors. You know? I did not run naked up and down the streets of New Orleans doing coke. That was crazy.
That was totally.
That is not me, you crazy.
If there's no video,
person.
there's no proof.
Yeah. So, but I mean, no, man, I do. I wake up every morning. And I'm like, okay, then it used to work my nerves. My mom would find out about some of this stuff, and my dad and my sister and stuff. You know, I got some respectable friends in the community. And they're like, you know, hey man, you know, and I'm like, I didn't do that. I never fucked a cat, and I don't recall ever shitting on the mayor's front yard. So
no pussy for this man.
No, I'm not fun at all, man. After I get off stage, I'm pretty lame. I like to curl up with my poodles. That's like that's like a Thursday night. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got some different age friends. They've ranged from 80 to like 20. Yeah.
We had a good conversation the other night. What
are you talking about?
This was your birthday. Your birthday.
What'd you say what did you say though that you said that I got under my skin?
Oh no. I was asking about the rumors. You wrecked a car in Auburn and all that crap.
Yeah, they're meanie.
Well, where are these coming from? These from
know.
people that have known you, or are these from random people?
I made a post today. I had a friend of mine that had said some ugly things about me to somebody else here a while back, and I didn't really, worry about it. And then one of them took to social media because that's what we do at 30 years old. We do that, and so I ignore those things. Their biggest upset though was that they thought that I just didn't like them anymore or something, and so I didn't worry about it. Anyway, today before this podcast, I put up there, things change in your life.
Yeah.
Your people and friend groups change.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I don't hang out with the same people that I did in high school.
Yeah.
I still know some of them, but I don't, I do, other stuff now, and they do, and they have kids. I don't have kids. I have a different job that they don't, that's normal.
Yeah.
And some people will get butthurt. They think that you just wrote them off, And I think I could burp.
That was a good one.
They think you just write them off, and that's not the case at all. And so, I think it's different with me though, because instead of them being like, oh, that's Frank, he just went to work at the garbage company, 2 counties over. Instead, it's like, oh, well, Darren, he's gotten
hot shit.
He's so famous now that he's just forgotten.
I feel it. Yeah.
I have friends that I have been friends with. I mean, Logan, for instance, me and him have been buddies for going on 17 years. He's at the house tonight. We still hang out very often. I mean, we're just really good buddies, and I have some other friends like that. And some people just say ugly things, that I guess they just get in, that's what they think, is they think that I've grown outside my means, or that really pisses me off, but I don't let them know that. So I'm not to them, but it's just, I don't like it when they say ugly things to other people that's not even true.
Yeah.
Or stuff, or my favorite is like, they'll delete, social media's a big deal now. And I mean, it sounds petty. It would have sounded petty 10 years ago talking about it like this, but people get offended if you're not, if you're not friends with them or something on this. And so they'll delete me and they're like, oh, he deleted me or something like that. And I'm like, I'm a 36-year-old man. I've got other things. I'm running a farm. I'm running 3-4 different businesses right now. I don't have time to do that. That's one thing that kind of aggravates me.
Yeah, and investing your time in shit like that.
People's lives change.
Well, we discuss this frequently, is that I'm very much an absentee friend. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It doesn't mean that I don't love you.
Okay,
yeah, man.
Okay, you're the one that don't answer texts. So don't give me, don't come at me.
You don't answer texts. That's the easiest thing to do.
I don't.
Okay. Man. Like, seriously, I will take a okay or K.
No,
like, one letter text, I'm fine. Just acknowledge that you got my goddamn text message.
But I do that.
The problem is you're taking it personal, because I do that with my mother.
I know,
right?
I know.
I'm a piece of
but
crap.
I thought
I do the same.
I thought I was more important than your mother, though. That's why I'm just saying.
Only on the weekends.
Kind of a big deal.
At least he writes back. Yeah. I'll forget. I'll just be like, oh, shit, and.
Well, I mean, I did have to call and text Darren, like,
you have to call me and be like, hey, man, I need you to pick up the phone right now. Because then I'll just be like, oh, there's a message I'll get to in a minute.
Well, also, I know that you've been on the road for a long time and you're finally home. You had 2 weeks off, which is why he was able to be here. So thank you for coming and hanging out.
I wouldn't miss it.
But also, I didn't want to hound you, because I'm just like, if he does have something else going on.
No, I'm not.
Because I know what it's like coming off the road after being gone forever.
I know you do.
So I don't like. Again,
you just like those days where you just don't plan anything.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too, man. I let my phone make my decisions.
It is the worst double-edged sword on the planet, because I'll get home on a Sunday after driving home from Texas. So 10 hours in the car. So that's a full day.
Oh my God.
Gone.
Why don't y'all fly out there?
Because we run full production and because Cameron.
Oh, the bus and the
Yeah, but Chrissy and I usually drive separate because we have our dogs with us or whatever. But that's another story. I don't have to get into that.
We got to get you a plane.
I keep telling Chrissy I'll get an ultralight, and she was just like, "No, I will never." I was like, "Ah, come on,
man, you can do that." Like I got a buddy of mine. He's getting his pilot's license.
That's what's up.
And apparently at 14 in Alabama, you can, they won't cut you loose until I think you're like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
But you can start working on it at 14. So if a 14-year-old can do it, that's what I told myself.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
That's
cool. Let's say that I get home Sunday night. After, again, I've been on the road for just 3 days, but 10 hours there.
Oh yeah.
Shows in Texas, 10 hours back. So that's 4 days of travel, 4 days on the road.
Yeah.
I'm shot. So I take Monday off and I'm off Tuesday, but I have a frat show Wednesday and then I have another show Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I have, 3 days at home, but I wasted Sunday. Sunday's gone. Monday, if I take Monday off, then I'm just like, well, I can't, I feel like shit if I take that day off. Cause I'm like, I feel like I didn't get
You
anything
got to have
accomplished.
time for you though. You got to have time for Max.
But I love projects. Look at this.
Max,
look at this set.
I want to
Look at
thank you
this
for
set.
coming to
Look at
my
the
set
couch.
today, Max. You got to make time for you, Max. Max, how does that make you feel?
We've got a new Dr. Phil with Dr. D.
Dr. D, baby.
Hey,
Let
Dr.
Dr.
D.
D.
I'm down with
Get
Dr.
you a load
D.
of D.
That's what's up.
That sounded terrible, but
Give me that medicine, Dr. D. Oh.
Mama's got what you need. Look, you got to make time for you though.
I make time for my wife.
Yeah.
And
10 hours in the car is a lot of time.
Making time for me, it is pretty much just involves like whatever passion project I have going on. And again, podcast is that.
You like
and then
it?
she's got a laser engraver. It's fucking awesome. Like, so I get to burn wood and cut wood. And I'm like, yeah, man stuff. But also like, I just like doing other, like I like videography. I like cinematography. I like photography. I like graphic design. I like,
Well, you're still really
reporting.
young, so this is the age that you need to be getting into all that stuff and doing that stuff and working your ass off.
Well, also, again, I don't have kids, so.
You don't have kids, do you?
I got puppy dogs. That's it.
Yeah, that's like me, man.
I get it.
You don't have to change any diapers. I mean, look, we're getting outnumbered. That's another thing, by the way, we need to talk about. You need to have, if you're American, you need to have kids. You need to have American, no matter the color, have as many kids as you can. We're getting outnumbered in this world. Nobody has kids anymore, man.
Well, I mean,
I don't want, they're not for me. I say that to say this. I don't want any of them.
Well,
they're loud, they stink, and they got the boogers under the tables.
If I might disagree with you, I'm not gonna just go all out and say everybody should just have all the kids because there's too many stupid people raising stupid fucking kids.
Some people shouldn't.
It's like the people. It's like the people that have kids are like the people that should never have kids.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, is birth control that difficult to get a hold of?
My favorite are the ones that's got 6 kids and like they have 4. There's 4 different baby daddies involved, but it's always their fault.
Yeah.
Ain't no man want to be with me. Why? Why?
Have you thought maybe because you're a bitch?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because you got 6 kids. I don't know.
Also, yeah.
You got to take accountability for your own actions, and that goes for boys and girls.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Now, how old are you?
23.
All right, you looking to have kids?
No, hell no.
23. He's like, I'm still in school.
Hey, a vasectomy is easily reversible.
What are you laughing at? Are you having kids over there? No.
No
The
plan.
whole
no
production team's like, no, hell, God, no.
They say
no.
they say that now, but also they're still pretty young. At some point, whatever woman you're with, that biological clock's going to start ticking, and there's going to be an ultimatum thrown down at some point.
I didn't even start thinking I wanted kids until I was like 23 or 24. So,
Well, Christy and I didn't get married till I was 30.
yeah. Well, then when I hit 30, I was like, oh, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh.
Well, Chris, again, my wife is just a hair older than I am.
Do you wake up sometimes with like pains, like
Yes.
and you ain't done anything wrong?
Well,
When I say wrong, I mean like
define wrong. Have you seen the Velcro Pygmy show?
You know, I mean like.
Can we splice in the shot of me doing the little herky?
Yeah.
From Shrimp Fest, where I'm like, it looks like I'm 10 feet off the ground, but I jumped off the ground.
Well, that's the things I'm talking about. Wrong. Like when I say wrong, I mean like shit that you know that. Okay, like if you played football the day before, you're like, yo, man, I'm sore. That's probably why.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like you've been a good Christian. You know what I mean? You just went to top of the river and eat. You didn't move a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You drove home, you watched the movie, and you went to sleep, and you woke up, and you're like, oh,
And
Christ.
it's my
it's my neck, it's my
and
back, it's my poontang, and my crack.
Yes.
What is the deal with that? Look, that's another thing. That's another thing I want to have kids now because it's like I can't be out there like, come here. He's running out in front of a semi truck. It's coming. Little Johnny's still running, and then
18-wheeler of death. I've been on.
Pull a muscle. You're like, shit.
I've been trying to find somebody that can do the editing because I want to re-edit Other way, this way. Okay. I want to re-edit.
Closer and then hold hands. And then y'all should be. There you go. So can you get
I
them
want to
over the shot?
re-edit.
They're in the
And
shot.
my hand's in his crotch.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I want to re-edit. Slower. Sorry, man.
Is that a roll of quarters in your pocket?
No, it's dimes, actually. Top of the line. But no, I've been on trying to find somebody that can actually edit the endings of movies and just puts an 18-wheeler running over the person. And I want to call it 18-wheeler of death. And it's just ruining the endings of all these movies, like Castaway. He walks out in the middle of a 4-way intersection and looks this way. And as he turns this way, 18-wheeler, bam,
Wow.
Tom Hanks dead instantly.
Look at you.
I have a very dark sense of humor, but I like that would just make me laugh.
How'd you feel about him and Elvis?
I didn't watch it.
You haven't watched Elvis yet?
No,
That was a good movie. I like the movie.
Did you? I mean, it had
Also,
like a
yeah.
Great Gatsby kind of thing to me.
Yeah.
I just kind of switched around and
Did they go musical with it?
no.
Sing
I mean,
songs.
he sang.
Well,
yeah,
he sang the songs, but like they did the Elton John, that was pretty much a musical.
I didn't say
No,
that.
I didn't see Elton John. I didn't. But did you see Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
You know how it kind of like. I mean, it's told.
I mean, that was
story
the
through, but-
theme of my wedding.
Okay, the Great Gatsby.
Mhm.
I have a Great Gatsby party every year.
What?
That's awesome.
Love it.
If
Love
it's on a weekday, I will make sure that
Well,
me and my wife attend.
this year it's going to be on December the 3rd. It's our Christmas party. And but instead of the Great Gatsby thing we're going to do in light of the Queen's passing, it's going to be a royal party. It's going to be pretty bitchin'.
Royale with cheese.
Y'all didn't seem to get very
That's
excited
me.
about that as much as
That's
I
me.
needed you to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. When was
You
this
know, I
supposed
mean,
to
I was like, oh, this badass. What? Crowns and shit.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It is going to be so cool.
I mean, I feel like you're kind of contesting my legitimacy as king. Fuck of shit mountain.
There could be more than
Meth
one
Mountain.
king.
King shit.
be? King of Meth Mountain.
King shit of Meth Mountain. Thank you. Thank you.
Atala King. King of Atala.
No, I'm currently in a lawsuit, and the plaintiffs, I'm the defendant in the case, and the plaintiffs actually said
Is this for real?
Yes, said this to the judge and said, oh no, he told me he was leaving and moving to Meth Mountain. I'm like, you said this is on the record. You're implying implicitly to the judge
Man, this guy sounds
that,
fun.
yeah, he's a fucking fat piece of shit.
What do you, well, never mind. That's the keep your
Yeah, I'm not going to discuss it until it's officially settled, just in case somebody.
Did you run over his dog with a semi truck? Is that what happened?
No.
He's like, cut this, quick, get it.
No. Honestly, it was just a big misunderstanding because he's a giant.
Cool. Well, we know a
fucking
lot
bull-
of
He's a
them.
giant bully.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck that.
I got you, President Carter. I
Yeah.
understand completely.
Yeah.
No worries, man. Well, yeah, I don't blame you on that, and it's okay. There's bullies in the world.
So this royal party, we're going to keep this on the upswing. This royal party that's going to be happening December 3rd at Mr. Knight's house.
No.
It is open to the public.
No.
It is open to the public. By
I
the
was
way, we're
telling you about
I'm
it.
gonna drop his address right here. So you guys in the comments, just say if you're going or not. That's going to be your official RSVP.
You got me sweating.
Just say,
Open bar.
Just say that Max.
Shut up, Max. People are really going to come. You do not know the crazy fan mail we get. Don't come. Deputies will be there. But you guys, all of you guys is in the studio can come.
We're invited.
You're invited.
I mean, again, if I am off, and the production team is off, we can just come and video.
I'm going
it.
to laugh when
We can
they
make- we can
come
make a
and
big
you're
deal.
like somewhere in Texas.
That's
Probably.
probably
That's
what's
probably
going to
what's
happen.
It's probably more realistic.
We're going to send you a picture about
You said
like, Max,
December-
what's up?
You said December
And
3rd.
crowns and
Yeah.
random shit.
With the
December
whole
3rd,
town
I can
behind
tell you
us.
right now.
The
Showed
whole
up.
town, yeah. I do want y'all to come and
I'll be in
play.
Oklahoma.
No, you already know what you're going to be doing on December 3rd?
Yeah.
God, you're so
We're
cool.
booked out like 12 months in advance.
No, hell, boy. I wanted y'all to perform for my birthday again in March.
And if we're available,
We got to talk after this. We got to meet our
We're
calendars.
going to work this
I'll let my
out.
people call your people.
We're going to sync up. We're going to sync up.
We're going to link it up.
Sync up.
Lincoln Link.
Like
Yes.
two lesbians on a couch.
Or like, again, sorority sisters. Their periods sync up.
Okay.
Just saying.
That didn't-
I was being gross with it because you
All
drink
right.
blood.
They
All right.
do that even at work, I hear, the ladies.
It's outside of my.
You'll know, too, because when you go to pay your power bill and there's like 5 ladies looking at you like they want to cut your dick off
Yeah.
in their little cubicles. That's what's going on there.
I mean, have you seen me? Most women look at me like that anyway.
You found one that didn't. I'm missing that she's not here.
She will be here shortly.
She likes candles as much as I do.
Well, also, these are candles. Cam actually made those.
That's what I said. Oh, I'm sorry?
Those are candles. Cam made them. Hold on. I'm going to walk off screen.
Smell one of these. I got to smell one of these.
All right. Yep. There we go.
Is his face on that?
Yes, it is.
Cam, what are you doing? Cam does.
He's not doing it anymore. He's not doing it anymore.
What is this fragrance?
Firewood. This is sugar maple. He went on a kick where he was like,
I mean, that really, that smells like Talladega campground right there.
Oh, damn.
That smells like a real fire, like just, like.
he put a lot of effort and research into it, but also he didn't get
How did he get the logs in there?
He didn't get, well, he used like the paraffin wax, whatever, but he actually got the mixture wrong.
That is nuts to me.
He got the mixture wrong, and Chase almost set a hotel room on fire with one.
Shit.
Pretty good. But yeah,
what do y'all do when you're on the road? Do y'all get
Candles.
time to hang out? So I know none of you drink. What do y'all just hang out on the balcony and count people going down the sidewalk or something?
Well, no, I occupy myself with
Masturbation.
I switched one addiction for another, so I'm a workaholic. So I have outdoor projects. I'll show you. I'll give you an official tour of the house.
I'm sorry,
when we're
I gotta
done.
say it. Y'all do not sound like y'all'd be fun to tour with. We get stupid, and I'm the youngest one of my group. I mean, Gary's 90.
I'll explain
and I'm
this.
like,
I'll
get
explain
off the
this to you.
chandelier, Gary.
I will explain this to you in a way that maybe you haven't heard before, but I realized after I quit drinking that I don't need alcohol
I'm not talking about alcohol.
or any substance.
I ain't talking about any substance. I'm talking about just like, you don't like to go play putt-putt.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. Go to restaurants and meet people and eat like different foods and play putt-putt.
Let's look at this camera right here. Center camera right here.
Yeah.
Everybody, okay? Hey, Cam, if we don't drive 5 fucking hours every day to a goddamn show, then maybe we could do some fun stuff.
Well, look. So, yeah, but
there's a reason that we wouldn't be fun to tour with is because we don't have time to do.
I think you take it
all.
personally. Here's the deal. There's always time for putt-putt. Cam, I don't get, can you hear me? Is this coming in? Cam, putt-putt. Take them putt-putting, Cam.
There's always
I'm
time.
just saying. Look, we're going to Cabo in 2 weeks.
Oh, you're gonna have to make it fun.
Yeah, well, we're flying down a day early, so I'm hopefully it's like not going to be a big rush to get there, set up, and freak out because it's all rented back line, and it's all going to be wrong. They've already fucked up everything, but it's going to be
It'll work out.
We're going to make the best of it. But the problem is now my wife isn't going, and Cam's trying to treat this like it's a vacation. I was like, I don't want to be with the people I work with on vacation.
Well, y'all do something
issue.
different,
Well, again, they're like my family, and I love everybody in the band.
I get it.
And I don't know what kind of drama that you may have to deal with
Sometimes.
touring that you have, but honestly, I've been doing this professionally for over 12 years.
Yeah.
And this is the smoothest operating, nicest, most cohesive group that I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I'm still here 6.5 years later.
Yeah.
If they sucked.
Well, I think that's anybody that tours together, like,
but no, like
you're
I said,
like a family.
Almost no drama though.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy
We're
about
good.
this scenario.
We're good. Well,
I'm not saying that you have that, but I know.
No,
like,
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do. I mean,
I mean,
as long as it goes my way. No, I'm just teasing. Red Squirrel's gonna watch this and be like, "That's right, bitch." No, I feel like I'm a really good boss. I mean, I'm whatever. I mean, I'm.
You're just.
Everybody has good and bad days, man. Sometimes I don't.
He is a
myself.
fair and just ruler.
I am.
Again,
I really
loyalty
am.
party open to the public, December 3rd.
You ever how that smells like an actual?
I think he's gonna hum that candle at my head in a second.
No. I just. What did he put in it?
He actually ordered the oils and he mixed everything together. And like I said, there was an incident where Chase almost burned down a hotel because he got the mixture wrong, and it was just like all that wax caught fire.
Oh man!
Oh, that's a candle.
You can't do that.
That's
a fucking candle. Right
yeah,
there.
yeah. That's not the kind of thing that you want to be known for as a band.
No.
Anytime your
any band that's ever had fire go bad has never been good.
I don't know, man. There's been a lot of bands do that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Great White.
Yeah, burnt down clubs.
Yeah. White, yeah. We don't want to be the next Great White.
Got crazy.
I don't want to be famous and associated with that kind of thing.
Yeah, no,
that's not the kind of fame that I'm after.
Yeah, no.
And honestly, I don't
heads off
want
bats and stuff, and
yeah.
Want to?
Yeah, I know.
Man of many talents.
Master of none, though. Seriously, that's
okay.
I pretend like I know what I'm doing, know what I'm talking about. Obviously,
I don't even fucking pretend, dude.
So what do you do when you're not doing this?
I do anything. What do you need me to do? like that's what I do.
I got you. Okay.
I play drums. I play in a couple bands. Like
Okay, cool.
Hardcore.
He actually
bands.
filled in for Chris the other night.
Really?
The
Occasionally
other
I'll
day
fill in
we
with
did a reach and teach show with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, reach and teach.
Yeah, the high school shows that Cam's always talking about and promoting.
Okay.
That
It just sounded.
again eat into the precious down me time that we were just talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I have even less of that now.
But seriously, like if you need me to like
Do you?
do something for some money,
I feel like when the cameras go off, like you're gonna need like. Do you need it?
No,
do you
I'm
need
fine.
somebody to hold
I'm
you and
fine.
rock you
I'm
back
fine.
and forth? Do you need time? Cam, he needs a break.
I mean, I'll take it, but no.
When's
no,
the last time y'all took like a week off?
Only when there's been like family members
Like a
pass,
like a plague or something?
family member passing or something.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's and again, I'm okay with being busy. It's just don't ask me to do more shit when I'm home.
I think that's the only show that I've canceled. Or well, we actually went up and do it later, but my grandma.
You rescheduled.
Yeah, rescheduled.
I have. We're fortunate enough. The Pygmies. We've taken like the whole band has taken one week off, and that was when Cameron's wife's mother died.
Yeah,
and that was it. Since I've been in the band.
Yeah,
and that's the reason for is like I've had to take a weekend off, but I have a buddy of mine, Marshall Elkin. Shout out, Marshall. He came in and filled in last minute because
you see how ready I was when you did that?
Yeah.
What? Selfie? What?
But yeah, Marshall would fill in for me. Again, Chris has something with his family because he has a wife, 2 kids, 2
Yeah.
girls. And we're on the road 4 or 5 days a week sometimes, and sometimes even more. He'll call Jackson or somebody else to fill in for a couple of shows.
it's a
You
lot
like
of fun.
it?
Oh, I love it. It's fun.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, he grew
It's
up.
kind of intense. Like I had a cover band that played like 3-hour shows too, but we would always play off a set.
Okay.
So it's a little different. Like when you don't have a set,
Yeah.
and you're dealing with somebody like Cam who's just off the cuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, Cam.
Much like a
it's
stand-up.
like you have all your
Yeah.
jokes in your repertoire right here in the back of your mind.
Mhm.
But instead of actually planning out at least half-ass how you're going to go about them, no, Cam, like, okay, we know what the first 3 songs are going to be.
Mhm.
We know what the last song's going to be.
Mhm.
The other 15, no clue.
idea.
No
Yeah.
clue.
No idea.
But we have hand signals. Like,
Yeah.
I swear, it can
Is
be
that how you
challenging.
know?
It can be challenging. Yeah. Yeah, we actually have signals for specific songs.
That's cool.
Or like
Like
cue words or phrases or
Summer
whatever
69.
before.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
I wish we would get rid of Summer 69.
Do you
It's
know they
not
said
that it's a
that
bad
about-
song. I've just been playing it for like 16 years.
Do you know they said that about the Queen? Like when she was talking to people, I know that I know we just went from like a rock band to like the Queen of England. I thought she was cool as shit. By the way, I love the Queen of England.
I thought she was a lizard person.
No, I don't think so at all. But look, I think, but they said that when she was talking to doing interviews, like if she set her purse on the table, that means that she was in 5 minutes for them to come and get this
Excuse?
conversation's over.
I bet,
Excuse,
I
yeah.
bet.
And then when she would set the purse on the ground, that meant she was done right then and there.
Yeah.
Somebody, I
Yeah.
thought that shit was
That's like
cool.
some mafia shit, right
Yeah,
there.
it is. I thought so too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny, Chrissy and I we have several
yeah,
signals worked out for, hey, help me.
Yeah.
Help me.
That's a
help me.
couple.
Yeah.
we do too. Actually, yeah.
That's funny.
You have to though, because you can't in front of a line of people like, hey, this guy's a dick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Or-
you'll start a fight. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, so you should see me whenever I actually do lose my shit at a show because there are some unruly individuals.
Some
I
people
don't know
can be
how
mean.
you deal with hecklers.
No way. Unruly people at a
I
pygmy show?
shoved a motherfucker in an outdoor storage box the other
Yeah,
night.
tell him that story. That's fucking
Okay,
fun.
so we were playing this gig. I'm not going to mention the venue because I don't want to offend anybody or piss them off any more than they already are at me. But they had this brilliant idea to have a wet t-shirt contest. So okay, great, whatever. That'll bring a crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the problem with that is they filled up water balloons and just free reign to anybody that want to grab the water balloons. There's no way that people are going to throw them at the fucking band and the $50,000 worth of gear we have up there, right? No, not going to happen. No, there's one kid and his little group of asshole friends that started chucking them at the band. One of them hit Chris in the chest, and he's sitting behind his drums. And the only thing that saved this kid from getting completely beat down was he actually hit Cam in the face, which made me just laugh. This is not something that I would expect to happen. But neither Chase or I got hit, but he kept going back to the tub, and it was just, again, a big outdoor storage box that they had filled with ice cold water balloons, and they were getting to the bottom of it, and I finally caught his eye, and I was like, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
And he walked back, and he stopped looking at me, and I'm wireless in-ear monitors. I've got a wireless bass rig. I walk off stage, and he's like ass over tea kettle in the bottom trying to grab the last of it. And I just go up, still fretting notes, still playing. I grab him by his belt. I pick him up, and I shove him in the box, and I slam it on his head in front of all his boys.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, well, he pops out. And he's got to be like, because I'm getting older now, I can't really tell the age range. So I go, he's either 16 or 26. Like that's his range.
Yeah.
And he pops up and he wanted to bow up to me, and I'm still playing.
Yeah.
And did you just throw me in the box? Like, yeah, motherfucker. I was like, fuck with my drummer again. I'll put you back in the box.
Yeah. Nobody puts baby in the corner. We'll put you in the box.
But I'll put you in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You were in the box, motherfucker.
That is funny.
And I was a little keyed up after that. I thought for sure he and his little minion fucktards were gonna try to jump me after that.
What happened at y'all?
But no, it was good. It was good after that.
When I seen y'all in Louisville, he was doing the little the
fireball.
Yeah. And so Cam calls me on stage over there. Did I tell you about the lady on my stomach?
Yeah.
She bit my stomach.
What?
Twice. Like, so these people are.
Well, I mean, you get on stage with the pygmies, you're gonna get what you get.
Yeah. Well, I'm totally cool. Well, I mean,
there's a reason. Look, I'm the only one. Well, Chris as well, but I'm the only one in the band. I won't take my shirt off on stage anymore. I didn't have
my shirt off. I was clothed like a good Christian.
But you were center stage.
Yeah, well, they drugged me up there, and I'm like,
attention.
it's not about me, but I'll give them some liquor. So he gives me like a bottle of Fireball, and that's another thing, by the way. So I'm like, yeah, I'm having a great time. I did, and I'm like, people are at the front of the stage, like they're holding, and I was like,
baby
what?
birds.
Yeah, and he was like, just pour in their mouth, and I was like, okay, and I started doing it, and the metal tip on the end of the bottle was like clanging off their teeth, and it's just like, I was like, shit, that's gotta hurt. So I put my fingers over the end of it thinking like, I'm gonna help these poor babies, mama's gonna feed you, And I'm like, go for it. And they start biting out of my finger, and they're like zombies, and then this lady, she's like slapping me, she's like, hey, give me another. And she's like right there, like her kneecaps are hitting the stage.
Oh yeah.
I was like, hang on, baby, and I'm feeding her girlfriend behind her like she fucking needs any more. And I just feel this sharp pain right here. I look down, and she has
latched on.
Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing? And she lets go, and I was like, don't do that shit. And I lean over to give her a finger, and I'll be goddamn, she didn't bite me again. And this time she relaxed on, and I was like, hey, damn. Like beat her head. The poor bartenders, they're gonna tell her what they thought, because I got a bottle of liquor, and I'm like doing this on stage. There's ladies like, oh yeah, it was horrible. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. I got off stage, and he was like, come on up here. I was like, no, I'm good. I got a technic shot, so it was all good.
But no, Cam and Chase to a smaller degree, but Cam is definitely all about the raunchiness of it.
Has he been bitten?
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, he puts suckers in his fucking belt. I'm sure he has.
Chase is beautiful. I bet he gets bitten all the time, isn't he?
It's this.
Does he?
He gets petted a lot.
But when the girls get drunk, they go from like petting to like probably clawing and all kind of crazy shit.
I'm talking.
I got bit.
Again, there's a reason the shirt doesn't come off, and I usually, depending on how rowdy they are, I won't go to the front of the stage because I'm tired of having people trying to grab my dick and balls, or even the finger up the ass. Yeah, because that happens a lot more often with women. Yeah. At the pygmy shows than you would think.
Oh. I get it at the meet and greet. I've had a finger in my ass like 4 times over the past 7 years.
I was gonna say like 7 minutes. I'm like,
no. No, the guests are nice here. This one lady's like, hey, she's like, hot lip, grab that butt. And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, girl. And she's like, boop. If you don't tell them no, they'll grab it. And then, but there's been a couple. This one lady in Rome, Georgia, started from her elbow, and I swear, all went off the finger, just got in there all nice and deep, like, So she got her money's worth.
Didn't even pay extra.
She did not pay extra, but she got her money's worth.
Damn.
Maybe you should think about offering that as a VIP meet and greet experience.
Yeah, just rubbing your whole hand up my ass. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a weird bit to sell, but I'm down for money.
Again, if people want to do it.
Yeah.
I thought you were a good Christian.
I am a good Christian.
But $20 is $20.
I'm really not selling any meat and greets in my hand.
If Jesus is listening, I'm not doing that.
Oh
my gosh.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about?
No.
I think
I just did a slow pitch
don't-
for selling hands on my ass.
Get me the fuck out of here.
I think I've exceeded the limits here.
Yes. Oh yeah.
No, again, there is no upper limit. I don't want it to carry on and on and on.
No, I'm having a great time, but I tell you what, I'll definitely come back again. I'd love to see you guys, and but I want to thank you so much for having me, and thank y'all for your time and all your hard work. And I've watched your podcast before, and I think it'll be very successful, like anything else that takes time. But you're already at a lot of followers, and it's easy to see why. And I hope this helps. And if anybody wants to follow me, go to comediandarrenknight.com or on any social media platform.
Darren Knight,
you, man.
all links will be in the description below. Thank you, Darren.
I love you. I thank you. Thank you, little buddy.
I love you, man.
You guys are the best.
You guys have a good day, good night, and we will see you in the next episode. Laters.
Bye, guys.
Don't pay attention. Yeah.
Did you subscribe?